Oh, well, that's actually that's an interesting question because we didn't do that. We went from being friends to being engaged and never went through dating. So um, well, we were both raised in a Christian tradition, a Catholic tradition. So getting married is just what you do when you decide that you want to spend your lives together, which is something that we decided. Um, so for us, it was just the fact that we knew each other so well. We knew we would do well together, and we knew that we wanted to spend our time together.
It seems like in a lot of ways it's just the next logical step. And you know, if you know you're going to be together, there's sort of this expectation that you're going to get married, um, and it just seems like that's a lot to take away from someone. Um, that the things that we take for granted, this marriage as being a well, we've gone through a lot of different opinions about marriage and about how, in a lot of ways, I'm not even a huge fan of marriage, um, but I think it's because of our role models and necessarily, we all grew up with marriage being modeled by our parents, by our relatives, by the people around us, and in some ways, I think that it's um, it's an institution that ha- causes a lot of harm and damage in some ways as well. And so, though one of the ways that it gets healed is by getting married and by choosing to do it your own way rather than having these standard traditions and these models of how it's always done. You've got, I think when we got married there was all of this undercurrent of marriage that you don't always expect. Well, then I have to act like my mother, or I have to fulfill these roles of marriage. And I think the more different faces that there are to marriage, the more open and inclusive, and the more we give rise to individuality. Everyone, marriage is something that's created between two people rather than something that is dictated by society. And I think that it's really important for everyone to be able to do that for themselves.